Today on the channel, I pity the fool that doesn't watch this one. I unbox the San Diego Comic-Con 2020 Mattel Elite exclusive Mr. T. What is up, everybody? Kyle here as always, and today we're opening up the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Mr. T. I've been waiting and waiting. I haven't got around to it. Today is the day. I actually got two of these. I had some help from our friend David C. Anderson. He picked one up for me. I got one. As San Diego Comic-Con, the Entertainment Earth website was limiting one per customer. So I knew I had to have two. I wanted to keep one in the box, one obviously to open. So that's what I did. Had mine first. David's came a couple of weeks later to give to me, so I wanted to make sure I had the best one to open. I didn't, or the worst one. If there was a damaged one, I wanted to make sure I opened that, but they both were very similar. No dings, no dents, nothing, packed very well. No issues for either one of them. So we're going to play a little Russian roulette, and I guess I'm going to open this one. I don't know. So there it is, but I'll show you guys this one. There it is, the cool outer shell packaging of Mr. T. Kind of like this. I do like this for an outer shell, but if you're an in-the-box collector, you're stuck with this. You don't know what the figure looks like. You can't see the other shell of it. Once you open this, you tear that tape. This is no longer mint in box. That's my view on that as a collector. After that, it's partially open, I guess you would say. So you're missing the box being together. But a cool box nonetheless, like you know, the Mr. T chains, of course, the Elite logo. Just what we want out of a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, something a little more high-end. So there's that. But let's deal with this one. This is the one we're opening. This is the one we're playing with. We'll see what we got here. So he opens up. All right, what do we got in here? Nothing else in here, so see you later. All right, so this is inspired by the old school. If you're a kid of the 80s going to the VHS movie stores, you remember WrestleMania 1, I think 2, and maybe even, maybe just 1 and 2, maybe 3. Had that old clamshell type VHS cassette tape to it. That's what this feels like. It's a little bigger than your average VHS tape, but it has that clamshell feel with kind of the murky, foggy graphics that you would see on those early Coliseum home video WWF releases in the 80s. But there it is. There's Mr. T. This is his first time in the line. Elite Collection, Mattel, 2020, Mr. T, with a little cartoon version of Mr. T on the front there. Can't complain about that front too much. I think it's a cool Easter egg to the old days of VHS tapes. As you know, that was kind of a cartoon that Mr. T on WrestleMania 1, him and Hogan, kind of a cartoon cover with them too. On the sides, you got the graphics. It's like a book, basically. And that's how the VHS tapes were back in the day. You got legalese down there that nobody really cares about. Black on top, of course. The side looks like a VHS side or a big book side, I guess, depending how you look at it. Let's read the back of the packaging. I pity the fool. Noted. Mr. T's impact and importance to WWE cannot be overstated. It wasn't just that he main evented the very first WrestleMania as Hulk Hogan's tag team partner. It wasn't just that he was one of the biggest TV and film stars in the 1980s. It wasn't just his unforgettable signature mohawk and overflowing gold chains. Mr. T was, and is to this day, a pulp culture icon who attracted the attention of the entertainment world and catapulted WWE into the mainstream in 2014. WWE inducted Mr. T into the Hall of Fame, making his mama proud. Now, if anybody ever saw that speech, he really did make his mama proud. He said it about 1 million times. And then there's a Mr. T logo down here, the UPC, 25 points of articulation. Warning, failure to purchase a Mr. T action figure may cause lack of coolness. Mr. T pities the fool that don't be cool. Well, there you go. There's the back. There's where that little saying at the end was down here. So some cool Easter eggs throughout. Some cool description. We talk about it in a lot of my reviews if you guys are following along at home. I love descriptions like this. Put this on every figure. We need something. Tell us a little bit of history, a little bit of backstory. Not everybody knows what they're buying. There's a lot of kids out there that have no clue. Their parents read the back to them. Oh, okay, that's what that guy's up to. I don't think a lot of kids are obviously buying this Mr. T. I guess that's more of an in general type thing, but I really love the packaging on this, the description, the picture, you name it. So very, very, very cool picture. Very cool packaging all around. That's what we've come to expect with our San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. You guys remember back to 2019, the Macho Man Randy Savage San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Slim Jim. So there it is. Let's open it up. Let's take a little deeper look here. Opens like a book. You can see some Mr. T pictures, him and Hogan. There's the match, getting ready. And then you got Mr. T in there with the foggy case to it. There's Mr. T. Let's see here. I know that, let's see if I can do this here. I believe this peels off somehow. I don't know if I'm going to sit here and do it all day. But this glossiness, choking on my Mr. T, that'll peel off somewhere in there. It's just you got to catch the corner right to peel it. Oh, come on. I'm not going to spend all day on it, but you can make that clearer, and then you can put that back on, and then it'll be much clearer in the package here. So let's get Mr. T out, maybe. Maybe we will. There it is. So you can see the whole coffin case there. Very cool. You can keep this on display if you want. Do whatever you want with it. Very cool. I have seen a couple of variants with this Mr. T. I have seen his hands in both on one side, both on the sides. So this one's both on sides. But there he is. Look at those fatigues. Got the blue pants. Very cool. Strapped in, so I need to cut him out of his plastic prison here. Maybe. Might be time for a new razor blade. Pop. Pop. Nope. Got the feet stuck in. It's always something. Let me see here. Can I get him out? Come on, Mr. T. Jeez. There we go. See you later. Get these out of there. Like so. Like so. Jeez. Like so. And there it is. Okay, let's get down to it with this Mr. T figure. What's new? What's different? What do we like? Boy, there's a lot of new sculpts in this one. This is very cool. He does come with the extra hands. You guys have seen hands before. Nothing real fun to see there, but I think I prefer him with his two fists anyways. Let's start with the hands on Mr. T. Look at all the jewelry. Look at all that jewelry on those hands. Very cool. Those are definitely one and done hand sculpts, unless they make more Mr. T's with these, of course. But they're not going to use that hand sculpt for Rick Rude or Bobby Heenan or anybody else, which is very cool. I like new sculpts and guys and stuff. You love the Army fatigues, the shirt, kind of an A-Team throwback, which obviously makes sense. He was in the A-Team. He's got his Mr. T weight belt on, very similar to the Hulk Hogan type weight belts we've seen, but definitely new for him. And then, of course, his signature chains. All this stuff is removable. The head pops off, everything else. No loose joints on this one, which I do really appreciate, especially at more than ever as of late, as you guys have seen in the videos. Got the blue kind of workout track pants going on, the knee pads with the white and the blue, the gold boots. There he is in the back. Got his mohawk. Great head scan. I mean, everybody knows. You see that. You know that's Mr. T. That is for sure. He's got wrist arm gauntlets, which is another cool thing, and then a bracelet on the other hand. So they really went all out on this one. They put a lot of different things together, putting him in the line, which we do appreciate. There was a lot of care done with this figure, as you can see, with all the extra, chains and everything else. One gripe I've seen, and you guys have probably seen it online as well, is Mr. T never wore this outfit. So why did they put him in here? Nobody's really answered. It's a mashup of a few different looks from Mr. T. As we've seen at San Diego Comic-Con, we're going to get Mr. T with Roddy Piper in a 2-pack, probably beginning of next year sometime, maybe, somewhere around there. We're going to get that Mr. T from WrestleMania 2, but this one I guess it works. It works better than anything else as far as WrestleMania 1, but it's not 100% accurate. It's a little bit of that, a little bit of a Saturday Night's Main Event, kind of meshed into one. I'm not sure the reasoning. They had to have known they would get gripe about that, but I guess it's one of those mysteries we'll never know the answer to. But a very solid figure. I don't know if it's necessarily a must-have. If young Johnny's out there collecting WWE guys, and he wants, you know, his Aleister Blacks, his Matt Riddles, even Randy Orton's and Kofi Kingston's, he might not have a clue who Mr. T is. This is more for the Legends flashback collectors, the people that grew up in this time, or maybe even people of the 80s that loved Mr. T. I could see this being a crossover figure where people that don't collect wrestling figures got this. Hey, they're a Mr. T fan, they're a Rocky fan, they're just a Mr. T cartoon fan. There's a lot of different ways. Mr. T, a pulp culture icon, as it said in the back of the box. People might have this just on their desk, just as a little conversation piece. You're also going to have the collectors out there with the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, people that just collect exclusives like that. So there's a lot of avenues for this figure that isn't necessarily for your, you know, your random Ricochet figure or something like that in the WWE line. This scratches many different itches for different people. So this is a winner of a figure. I think you could still get this fairly reasonably cost-wise in 2020. San Diego Comic-Con was 2 months ago or so. As we're recording this, you can pick this up fairly cheap out there still. The scalpers, the high inflated prices aren't there yet. But you give it a year, I do see this one growing in value. Maybe not as much as the Macho Man Slim Jim, because we are getting more Mr. T's. I'm sure they signed Mr. T for 1 or 2 years, so they're going to pump as many Mr. T figures out as they can. The more Mr. T figures, the more shine that leaves this one. So we'll see. But eventually, I do think, like a lot of exclusives, this one will hold its value in the long run. But nothing crazy. You're not going to see this for over $100 right away, I don't think. But all in all, I like it. I'm glad it's in my collection. This does fit a spot in my collection. Being a child of the 80s, I do like Mr. T. I did like him. I do love the A-Team. I love it when a plan comes together. You guys know that. So there it is. There is the Mr. T San Diego Comic-Con 2020 Mattel Elite exclusive. That was a mouthful. I can't believe I remembered it all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Tell me, did you pick up Mr. T? Did you get one? Did you get two like me? What are your plans with this? Is this an easy pass for you? If maybe you're a younger viewer, you guys let me know in the comments your thoughts on this Mr. T figure. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. Can't miss one video I stick out there. You might even hit that notification bell. I don't talk about that thing very much, but hey, do it if you want. I'm cool with it. But anyways, till then, till next time, I'm Kyle. This is Mr. T. I'll see you guys real soon.